Good evening, everyone who are watching us right now, and welcome to another episode of Miss Earth Crown and now Miss Earth Crown or MEC TV. My name is Emmanuel, the creative content head of Miss Earth Crown, and I will be your main host for tonight. Tonight is a very special, fun, but also free flowing night once again because tonight will be our post pageant roundup episode. So it's time to let out all your feelings, let out all your reactions, let out all your comments, and let us know, let the Earthlings know what you thought of the past edition of Miss Earth 2020. So later on, please key in your comments, your shout out request for that. All right. And of course, this is not just an ordinary roundup episode because we will be having a very, very special guest later on. But before I introduce her to you, I will introduce to you my co host for tonight, Mark Lee Gatchalian. Hey, Mark.
Hello, good evening. So we are excited for tonight because it's another MEC on MEC. What does that mean? Miss Earth content on Miss Earth Crown TV. So welcome. So again, it's another exciting night. We will do a post pageant roundup. We have a special guest, and we hope to interact with you. So please write down your comments down below, and if you want to have a shout out, please just write it down. So I'll turn it over to Emma once again.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mark. And yes, that is correct. So start keying in your comments already. What do you feel? And what is your reaction? What are your comments looking back and looking forward about the recently concluded Miss Earth 2020 edition? But before we go to that, let's now introduce our very special guest for tonight. We are so happy and so lucky to have her again because we loved her we since we first interviewed her, and we've been loving her since. So we are so glad that she is here with us right now. She is definitely going to bring more fun to our episode for tonight. I mean, she's already wearing a very, very quirky and fun outfit right now. So there's nothing left to do but to introduce her to you, ladies and gentlemen. Record-making queen for Singapore, Miss Earth Singapore 2020, and Miss Earth 2020 finalist, Christina Cai.
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be back here.
And we are
Hello,
so happy
Christina.
for you as well.
Thank you.
Yes, we
So,
are so
so
happy to have you here.
Do you like
uh,
my entrance with that
of
spin?
course,
I
we love
I
it. We
know
love it.
we didn't know you were in a swivel chair, so that was like, oh, showing your like nice back. So very good. You were
So
saying
how are
something,
you?
Mark?
How are you, Miss Droughtbreaker? How are you?
Hey, who's that? Oh, that's me. I'm feeling super good. I mean, currently I'm on a little break from everything because
Mm-hmm.
after a long 2 months, along with my school schedule, it's like feeling a bit more like holiday right now. I'm sure like all of my sisters right now, a lot of them are also like taking more than they need, like the sleep that they need, the food that they want to eat. They're probably splurging everything right now, and that's me too. So I'm enjoying my whole break now.
And by
You
the way,
deserve it.
congratulations. I already mentioned it. You have broken a long-standing drought for any major pageant. Singapore has officially placed. Good job.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
We'll talk about more later about your experience and the behind the scenes. So we're very excited for that.
Yes, let's
Thank you
go.
very much. Yes, we're very excited. And also, very excited right now are our Earthlings because we already have some comments. Rhea Toledo Gabia it says, Hi po. So hi. Hi Rhea. Please stay with us until the very end because you will be excited with this one. Actually, towards the very end, we have a surprise for you, and all you millennials, all of us actually, we include ourselves, all of us millennials and Gen Z will be having fun with this one. Okay, and Christina's outfit right now is our hint for you, so do stay with us until later. Okay, guys. Hi, shout out Miss Earth Crown. Hello,
Hello,
Adrian.
Adrian.
Hello, Adrian. So let's give a shout out to Adrian Untulan, who is always watching us. Thank you so much. Mark Catalino. Wow, we have many shout out requests right now. Mark Catalino says, pa shout out po. Let's say hi
Hi,
to Mark.
Mark.
Hi.
Hi, Mark. And also May Veloso Garcia says, hello po. And of course, our dear friend, BB girl, Michelle Ann Constantino of Pageant Hub is watching right now. Okay.
Hi,
Nisa
Michelle.
Emanueli is saying, hello, beauty. I think she's referring to you, Christina, definitely. So, Nilsa, sorry. Nilsa saying,
Hello.
hello, beauty. Hello. There you go. Okay, Lil Penny is asking a question. This is from YouTube. Are you familiar or are you friends with Miss Earth Singapore 2017 who also represented Singapore in Miss Universe 2018?
I
So she
would
wants to ask that question.
I'm aware. I think I'm aware of her presence, but unfortunately, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
friends with her because there's quite a gap, and I'm more close with Miss Earth Singapore 2019 and
Uh-huh.
18, which
Mm-hmm.
is Kara
Mm-hmm.
and Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, I'm not, but I've seen her in real life, and I gotta say, she's beautiful. But I miss Earth Singapore 2020
Mm,
now. I'm beautiful.
You are. Oh my God.
you
I'm
are.
always so
Yes,
impressed
of
with like all these pageant winners. Every time I see them, it's like I'm so starstruck. I was like, wow, wow. When they walk past and your eyes just goes. I was like, I feel happy that I got this chance to even represent Singapore in Miss Earth. It's crazy. Like I've never imagined myself standing on one of the big four pageant. And even though
mm-hmm.
it's not a physical pageant, I can't shout Christina Cai, Singapore. I can't do that. But I still at least I'm right here, even though it's virtual. I'm still so happy that I got this opportunity. Yes.
You know what? It's the pageant was virtual this year, and you already radiated so much energy during the virtual
Indeed.
edition. What more if it's a physical pageant? So I'm sure
Yes.
you're going to do very, very well with that. Thank you. And thank you very much, Lil Penny, for that question. Okay. This is an interesting handle. Filipino ako from YouTube is saying hi. So hi, Filipino ako. Yes,
Hello.
Hello.
hello, hello to you. And also, then Bea Lana is saying, hi, Miss Singapore, looking pretty.
Hi
Yes,
Thank
of
there.
course. There
you.
you go.
Thank you.
Filipino ako has a follow up comment. It says, love Singapore, well deserved placement. To be honest, actually, also, yeah, definitely Christina deserves that. And Jerome Moog says, hello, MEC super fan here. Thank you very much, Jerome,
Hello,
for supporting
Jerome.
us and for watching. And we see your profile picture. Are you a frontliner? So thank you very much. Thank you very much for being a frontliner. You are one of our heroes in this pandemic. And thank you very much for watching tonight. Okay. So many fans, Christina. See, all the love. You have so much love. Alin Dahao also says, I love Miss Singapore, Christina Chai. Well deserved.
Thank
Okay.
you.
There you go. Thank you very much. There's one thought here. Maybe you can answer this one. Wondering if the girls this year also have forged friendships and kept in touch. Ha-
Surprisingly, I'm actually surprised myself that despite a virtual pageant, actually we managed to forge friendship. I think it also because of the shared experiences that we are having, because we all
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
understand the amount of challenges that each of us are facing. So it's really easy for us to relate to one another, despite from this like different parts of the world. And I wouldn't say that I'm close with everyone because like 83 girls is a lot of people.
That's
Yes.
But I'm
true.
definitely
That's
close with a
true.
handful of them. And until now, we're still keeping in touch, messaging each other either through WhatsApp or Instagram or
Uh-huh.
even Facebook. So I think we really are tapping onto the technology that we have now to at least have
Right.
some sort of friendship, despite a virtual, like the fact that it's a virtual passion.
Agree. You mentioned that
That's true.
keeping in touch with some of the girls. Who are these girls that you constantly keep in touch with?
Ooh. Ooh, time to review who I'm close with. One of them, a few of them actually, I'm close with Ella from the United Kingdom, who represent
Mm-hmm.
United Kingdom.
Oh,
Um, South Africa, I
Uh-huh.
have Belgium. I've talked to. Oh, my brain is stopping. It's not working anymore. I've talked to Roxy as well.
Uh-huh.
Um, who else I've talked to? Oh, Brittany from Australia, and
Uh,
Isabella from USVI. These are the few that I'm close with, and a few of them that sometimes, when I'm really tired, these are the few people that I approach to sometimes to vent some emotions and cry things out. But yeah, I think they had heard enough, like especially Lungo from South Africa, and yeah, she probably heard the most, and Ella as well. She probably heard so much. I think I can't reveal too much. It's confidential.
Yeah, that's good to hear, and it's a good thing that you have really built relationships and friendships with people all over the world using the virtual platform. Good to hear.
that's
Yes,
true.
Emma, and are there any other comments from the fans?
Yes. Sorry, I was lost there for a while. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. And before we move on to our next segment, there's another question. Nice. Tyne Tipacorn. Hello, Miss Singapore. This is from YouTube. Do you have any plans of traveling to the Philippines? I can be your tour guide. Wow, somebody's already offering you to be a tour guide.
Thank you. I do have plans of traveling to Philippines. Actually, even before becoming Miss Earth Singapore 2020, I've already had plans to go to Manila. Like this year, if COVID-19 didn't happen, it was actually part of my travel plans to travel to Manila
Mm.
in June. But definitely, even though things have happened, 2020 is not a year of traveling. I'm still gonna travel to Philippines next year, hopefully. And I think I will have
Yeah.
lots of tour guides now because Roxy themselves, even all the Miss Philippines Earth Elemental Queens, I've talked to them as well. I feel like I can just stay there for a month and I have different tour guides every day bringing me everywhere.
That is possible. That is true. And I mean that that can actually happen, that
Hmm.
can actually happen. So do stay tuned for that because people here back home are ready to tour you. So thank you very much.
I will
And
be your
thank you
tour
very
guide.
much. Th- Thank you very much for that. Okay. So we are going to move on to our first segment right now. It's time to talk about your experiences. We're having so much fun. We're going to go back to your questions later on, Earthlings. So please do hold on to those questions because we will go back to those questions later on. But right now, it is time for us to go to our first segment. Okay. So go to our first segment. So we are doing a rundown of everything that happened during the Miss Earth 2020 pageant. Okay, and let's begin. All right.
And what's the title of this first segment, Emma? And it is what we call.
Okay, it is what we call. Here we go. But first, let's bask
Wow.
on the glory of Christina's banner.
I love this.
Look at this beautiful photo of you, and right. This
It's
we love
probably
we love this
thanks to
so.
the skills of the photographer, the editor. It's probably
And your
not.
beauty, of course. And your beauty, of course. The
Thank
first
you.
one is the feels. The feels. So Earthlings and Christina. So this is like we want to know what you felt, during the competition and during the pageant. It's more like it's like, oh, this is the feeling that I got from watching the pageant. This is the feeling that I got from being able to experience the virtual pageant of Miss Earth. Am I correct, Mark? What else do are we asking from them?
Yes, that's what it means. So, how was it while you were watching the pageant? Did you feel the same intensity as the regular pageant? And how was it
Yeah.
for you, the entire experience? I could probably start, if you don't mind. I had zero expectations because it was a virtual pageant. I already have seen how Miss Philippines Earth went. So I had zero expectations. But then again, I was so surprised because when I was watching the entire pageant, it gave me some excitement. I didn't really
Mhm.
even realize that a virtual pageant will give me that much excitement. So that's what I felt. Even until the moment the semifinalists were being announced, it felt as if it was a real pageant. I already shared this backstage to Christina. When her name was announced, me and Noy were both shouting. It's like a regular pageant.
True.
It's really still exciting. It was surprising for me. So that's
True.
my feels. So how about you?
Hi. So for me, it's the same thing. Actually, that day I was. I had to do some work. I had a singing engagement that day. So I missed the actual run of the pageant. I was so excited to go home that I was still on the train. I was in public transportation and I was watching and I was giggling and I kept myself from shouting too because I was on public transportation while the top 20 was being announced. And also, I was on the same boat as you, Mark and Noy, because I screamed inside my heart, in my head, when Christina's name was called because we are really rooting for you to be at least in the top 20. So now we want to ask you, how did you feel during the course of the pageant?
As a contestant,
Yes,
that I feel
definitely.
like there was certain intensity that was lost. The fact that it's a virtual pageant, the whole idea of standing on stage, the jitters, the butterflies in my tummy, I definitely lost some of that, throughout the whole pageant, because now that I can off my camera, I can take a break, maybe I don't even wear
Mm,
heels, no
Mhm.
one's gonna know. So it definitely has lost that intensity in that sense. But I feel when I was
mm-hmm,
watching the pageant, especially the finals, it was really exciting. I didn't expect that, to be honest, because I thought like, I'm at home, in my own comfort zone. It's probably gonna be just watching a regular show. But
Uh-huh.
when even hearing my own name, I can feel that same excitement if I imagine myself being a physical pageant. To hear your own country name being shouted out, it still had that same amount of excitement, and I was really shocked. I didn't expect a virtual pageant would do that for me. And I think another good thing that I've actually witnessed through the virtual pageant is that we really can see the girls up close. And I'm saying in the perspective that
Yeah.
watching a physical pageant in real life in the audience,
mm-hmm,
we can't really see them, you know all the details, how they look, how the clothings are. And through the videos, you really can really see them, like see them, like, wow, this is how they look like. Ooh, do they have, is the skin having problems? But like, yeah, so it's amazing that I really it's something that we've witnessed throughout the entire 2 months. You really get to see them, really get to hear them, and that's amazing. That's what I love about the virtual pageant this year.
that is true, right? Yeah, you see the candidates, you see everybody in a different light this time. There's more focus on them.
Mm.
There's more. Actually, I think one of the benefits was that each of the contestants, including you, Christina, was more exposed, so to speak, and people were able to know
Agree.
you better, and your activities better because of this virtual pageant. So that's one of the
Yes.
things that I kind of like about this pageant.
Mm.
Now, Earthlings, how about you? What did you love about this pageant? What did you feel when you were watching Miss Earth 2020 coronation show? So please key in the comments below. But while we're waiting for those people, let's also look at some of the comments again, okay? For
Yes.
example, yes, Noy is saying, hi, I missed this. So for those for our earthlings who are looking for Noy, Noy is not feeling very good right now. So he had to miss tonight's episode, but he is watching. And Noy, please take care and get well soon and see you in the next episode, okay?
Yes.
Now, speaking of, and also, there's somebody that we'd like to thank because he's also showing appreciation for us. He says thank you for your 2020 Miss Earth coverage. Great job, Miss Earth Crown, from Franz Liboon. So thank you very much,
You're
Franz
welcome,
Liboon, for that
friends.
wonderful
Yes.
call. We appreciate it. These words of encouragement and appreciation from you are what keeps us going, actually. So thank you so much for that. Okay. Now, this is a nice question. So let's have this question now from Little Penny from YouTube. Christina, did you think you finally arrived in Miss Earth 2020 during the talent competition when you did a pole dancing performance, or was it in the interview round? Considering you're so intelligent, was there a moment when you were like, "Wait, I got
I
this.
think I'm
I
going
think
to
I
make
can
it.
enter right? Yeah, I think I'm going to make it to the top 20." Was that
Okay.
during dance performance or any other point of the competition?
To be honest, even till the day before the pageant, I was still being suspicious about my placing. I was like, am I gonna get into the top 20? There were a few times that I cried, just like, how, like, we're because it's virtual. So, like, social media really plays a lot of, like, it plays a big part in
Mm.
this entire pageant. So, you get to see every pageant page, whatever they say and whatnot. And
Uh-huh.
then, like, there were a few times that I would break down because I was like, oh, I went down. Oh no, I went up again. It's such a roller coaster every
Uh-huh.
day to see yourself suddenly appearing in a pic, and then the next day you're not on the pic anymore, and then it's like, I'm like, where am I? Am I gonna make it or not? So actually, I wouldn't say that any part really told me that I'm gonna be in the top 20. I wouldn't say that it was a talent competition. I felt like the talent competition served as a good segment for me to actually showcase
Mm-hmm.
more of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely say the Q&A ish. I felt a bit more confident that, ooh, maybe there's a
Mm-hmm.
chance now. But then I didn't really felt like it was, I'm gonna be in top 20. Like, not that kind, but more like,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a chance. I hope
Mm-hmm.
there's a chance. And even until the day before, where my pageant director, Cheryl, asked me, do you think you'll be in the top 20? Then I was like, I think I have a chance. Wait, I had to be more confident. I am top 20, like, I think I need to be more confident in this. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be in top 20. But before that, I had that, I think maybe, probably, yes. Yes, I think so. I hope so. I always like this battle in my own mind whether I'll be in top 20 or not. But yes.
Yes.
That's so
And I'd just
nice.
like to confirm that in our final hot picks, you were part of our top 20. All
I
right.
know.
We
I was
were
actually
right.
From the very beginning.
I was actually watching. You guys have noticed I actually tried to watch every pageant roundup that you guys have
Uh-huh.
done, and I have to applaud. I have to
Really?
Yes, I have
Yes,
to
yes.
say that you guys really did the best coverage this year. I was so surprised, and I actually tried my best to watch every episode possible. And it's so nerve wracking. Even when you went through the prejudging, then there are times that I was like, then suddenly it felt like it was the finals. To hear, you all did you all shout the country out, and then I was like, okay, it's not Singapore yet. Okay, it's Singapore, Singapore.
Oh my God, thank you so much for that.
It felt so real. It really felt like it was the finals.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the feel that we were actually, that's the feel we were actually going for. So thank you very much, and thank you very much because yeah, it's true. We see you every single week, every single roundup, commenting, showing some love to your Earth sisters. So thank you very much for that,
Agree.
Christina. Such not only a very talented queen, also such a nice, very very supportive queen also. And speaking of
Correct.
supportive, one person is actually showing you lots of love, and that is no other than Lungo Katete from South
Oh my
Africa. So
god!
your fellow finalist is showing some love for you.
I
So
love you
Lungo, I
Yes.
too,
love
baby.
you.
More shout out. Lungo said, it has been such an honor to meet you and a privilege to call you my friend. You look gorgeous, from Lungo.
Oh, she's so
Oh, that is
sweet.
so
Oh,
nice.
she's so nice. I'm so
Mm-mm.
happy to have met her through this. And it's so funny, our friendship just started because I sent her one of the brief for Miss Earth, the requirements for us to send in. She was like, what do we need to send? I was like, okay, I'll send you right now. And then that kind of sparked our friendship. So that's great. I'm so
Oh,
happy.
that is so nice. And aside from Lungo, we also have Queen Kimberly from Belgium right now. So
Hi,
she's also
Kimberly.
watching. Yeah, hi
Hello!
bestie.
All my best friends, all my close friends are on. I'm so happy.
I
Please give
love
me the
it. I
cookies
love
that you bake.
it. Mm. We wanna have you. We gonna have Lungo and Kimberly on our show too. So hopefully in the future we can also have that. Yeah, right. And I like this comment, Christina. And I think let's read this together. I think Miss Singapore placed because from the very start she acted like a winner. I love the energy she was projecting. What do you
Yes, we
say?
noticed
What do
that
you
Wow.
as
say about
well.
that?
We noticed that
Wow.
as well.
Thank you. That's such a huge compliment. Like, I didn't thought I just know that I was confident. I'm not gonna say anything more. I'll just say that I just wanted to show who I am. So I tried not to kind of had a mask on me, a facade that
Mm-hmm.
made me look like it wasn't me. So that was how I was projecting, and I'm happy that it was it received well from people. So thank you. That's enough.
That's so nice. That was a nice question, uh, Filipino ako, and also Lil Penny. You guys have been asking so many good questions, so thank you very much. You're making our job easier. Thank you. And Mom Rosemary seems to agree. Rosemary says, "Good question, Lil Penny." Yes, right. So nice
Yep.
questions. So
And
nice
speaking of
questions from.
feels, our fans are already
Mhm.
typing and sharing how they felt while they were watching it. According to Enzo de la Cruz,
Yes.
same feels watching like last year, especially in the announcement of the top 20 and the top 8.
Right, that's true. That's true. Also, our co-host from home, Noy, saying the feels I had. I was still super excited when Mark and I were watching because we were anticipating how the different segments of the virtual coronation show would happen. Yeah, that's actually one more thing. It's like we already know from the year 1 to year 19 how each segment on the live show actually
Agree.
happens. But
Mm.
while we were watching the virtual pageant, aside from anticipating who will be part of the top 20, the top 8, the top 4, we were also anticipating how each segment of the pageant will pan out virtually, right?
Correct.
And
Correct.
right,
And I think that
and one of
this is now the right time to segue and talk about the next part of our segment. Since we're done with hashtag the
that
feels,
is
let's now talk about the entire show. Hashtag the
that's
show. So
true.
to our fans, our Miss
Hashtag.
EarthCon fans, please write your comments down below and share to us what part was your favorite. How was it? What was the most exciting segment for you? In which part of the production that you really enjoyed the most? And if there's a part of the production that you did not enjoy the most, please feel free to write it down. You never know. Carousel might be watching and listening to your comments and your feedback. So, Eman,
They always are. They always are listening. So that's something I love about them. So now let's talk about the show. Okay, so that is our next segment. So let's talk about the show. So we've seen the show and we've experienced the show. What were the surprises for you, and what was your favorite part of the show, the production, no? And also, if there's something that you think maybe next year, if we're gonna have a virtual pageant again, what would you want to see more, or what would you want to improve? So that's it. This is a no judgment and no open forum on things about the show of the Miss Earth 2020. So what do you think about that? I'll ask you first, Mark. How about you? What do you think about the production and other aspects of the show?
I honestly never thought that they would pull it off. I love number one the
Really?
background. Number one, I love
Mm-hmm.
it when James Deacon appeared, and then I'm pretty sure he had a green screen at the back. But then again,
Of
that
they showed it because they posted
yeah,
behind the
they posted a
scenes.
part of it. I
Mm.
love it because the actual background was so classy. It just fits.
Yeah.
It fits the entire pageant. It's just perfect. I love that. I love the way James Deacon hosted it as well. He's becoming better and better and better. For everyone, he started hosting in 2017. Am I correct? Yes, 2017. It's his
Yes. Yes.
18.
Yes.
It's his fourth year. It's getting really well, and hosting is really becoming comfortable. I love the way he hosted it. I also love the flow. And the good thing about this is, since we've been observing Miss Earth for almost 10 years, imagine the way they they put the segments in order. It was also different. It was different. In the past few years, they would do and they will show a certain segment and then they would cut the number of semifinalists. But it was different
Mm.
this year, right? So they really
True.
showed the entire competition, the top 20, from the swimwear to evening gown to the hashtag, and then that's the time that they cut it to the top 8. So it was quite different for me. I
Yeah.
love the flow, and there were a lot of surprise segments as well. So that's what I loved about the show.
That's true. Me too. What I loved about the show is actually the host, James Deacon. I saw he's such a very good host because he's so skilled. He can adapt to the situation. When he was hosting the live show, his energy was like radiating towards the whole auditorium. But hosting a virtual show where only it's like one on one seeing him on screen, he was able to control his energy and be able to host with appropriately for the format. So that's what I love about him. And of course, the surprises. I think for me, the best surprise, the best twist that they did in the show, please tell us whatever you're agreeing with, Earthlings, is the announcement of the final winners. I
Mhm.
never expected that they will do it that way. So that was such a beautiful moment for me. So how about you, Queen Christina? What do you think was the highlight for you of the competition? Not only watching, but also as a contestant.
I felt when the show first started, the one part that I liked the most was the Eco Angel video, that the introduction. It was really nice.
True, true,
And
true.
I can't think straight right now because Mr. Walter So it's right in front of me waving, and I can't seem to think. Okay, yes, move out. Okay. Yes, I really enjoyed the Eco Angel part, the video. I think it was really nice, and I noticed while watching they actually didn't go according to the alphabetical order, and
Uh-huh.
Precious, who was the one editing it, she actually edited with the music, which was really nice. For me as a dancer,
Yes.
I'm very like sensitive to how like music and the video, the matching, and then the like all the
Mm,
extra effect that she have done, like boom, 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 or cut, 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 cut,
Yes.
cut. I was like, wow, she must have put in a lot of effort into this because there's 84 videos to go through,
true,
cutting the best one. I
true.
was like, wow, and the amount of work they had to put in to put up this entire, was it about 2 hours, this entire 2 hour show.
Yes.
I was like, wow, I
Yes,
can't
two
imagine
hours.
myself doing that. It's crazy. And yeah, I agree with Eman with the whole top four, um the announcement. Me watching as a contestant, I didn't know this was gonna happen as well. So when I was watching, I was like, wait, is it just me thinking too much, or they actually announced to us? But because I was so confused when the first one happened with Miss Earthfire, and I
Uh-huh.
was like,
Uh-huh.
wait, my
Right,
brain
right.
hasn't adjusted to that situation yet,
Uh-huh.
because I was just as surprised with all of them, with the four winners. We're like, oh, they haven't know the results yet. There was a glitch or like something. I was like, oh, and then I kind of enjoyed that because you really see that whole. They kind of replicate. It was not saying replicate, but it's something that is similar to the physical pageant. The whole
Agree.
standing there, the whole excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also
Mm-hmm.
watched the Miss Philippines Earth virtual pageant. Then that was something that it wasn't there, and it kind of felt like it was. They kind of, because it's virtual, it could be pre-recorded or anything. It felt like they already knew what was happening.
Hmm.
Whereas for that way of announcement, it really felt genuine. Like they really like
True.
surprised, And I was like, oh wow, it's amazing. I really love that part. Even though there wasn't the whole holding hand things in the final, in the physical pageant, but I really felt that whole excitement, that intensity. I really love it. That's
Agree.
my part. Yes.
Right.
I
Very
love that.
intense, no? Yeah. That's why kudos to the Miss Earth Crown. Kudos to the Miss Earth organization. I mean, kudos to the Miss Earth team and the production team because of that production.
I
Like
have
I'm
another
like
I have another favorite,
patting ourselves
Eman.
in the back. Kudos to the Miss Earth Crown team too.
I have
Thank you
another
very
favorite
much.
as well. One favorite for me, and I love this, and I hope they do this yearly, was when they
Hmm.
presented the national costumes. The
Yes.
girls were in
Yes.
a very, I don't know,
Yeah.
a beautiful backdrop. It's as if we were promoting the culture of the
Mm.
countries. I love that. It actually gave me goosebumps. Imagine the girls were wearing their national costumes and the beautiful backdrop of their country, a landmark or even a natural beauty. So it's amazing. I love that. I hope they do it again next year. So beautiful.
I agree. It's so beautiful. When I watched, I didn't expect the whole 84 videos of the national costume to come out. I thought it was going to be part of
Right.
like the whole deal of the top 20, like only 20 girls videos going to come out. So when I watched, I really felt like I was being educated about like everyone's country. And it's so beautiful because usually in a physical pageant, you see the national costume and just purely the national costume. But to see the whole
Right.
scenery
Agree.
and the national costume, it really amplified the whole, like, this is my country, this is my culture
Agree.
I'm sharing with you. It's so beautiful. And I was like, I feel like just traveling through the screen. Can I like travel through like a 4D screen and enter
Agree.
their country? Like, wow,
Agree.
True.
Yeah, it's so
I
nice. I love
agree. It's just so nice. It's so nice that everybody was able to have a chance to showcase their national costume. And then, because it's online and virtual, people can always go back and replay that part. And so people
Agree.
can all see everything again and again and again. And I think next year, it would be a good idea to have the national costume on video again so that it's also,
Yes.
practically speaking, it's also a lighter load for the candidates when they travel to the Philippines. And it's better to like produce the national costume competition from within their countries before they travel to wherever Miss Earth Finals is going to be. Just an idea. We can all express our idea. So thank you very much for those ideas, right? And now um let us go to our
Comments.
comments. Yes, let's go to our comment section. Ooh, wait, what's happening to my broadcast studio right now? Can you still hear me, guys?
it.
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay,
You're
there you
very
go. Thank you
clear,
very
coming in
much.
loud and clear.
Coming in loud and clear. Here you go. So let's look at our Earthlings. They have other so many comments actually. Here. Here. Filipino Wako said, the pageant was very exciting and there were many times wherein I forgot that I have to remind myself, oh, this isn't a live pageant. The excitement was the same and the anticipation. There you go. And also another one, I'm actually surprised how the elemental title was being announced. I thought it would be the same thing with Miss Philippines Earth 2020 crowning. I think Miss Earth organization listened because that was one of the comments of the fans during the Miss Earth Philippines 2020. They wanted
Yes.
authentic reactions from the candidates. And boy, authentic did we have, right?
Yes.
There you go, right? Boy, authentic did we have. Okay, Alin Dahao said the national costume, we agree with you. God, see, so why are so many people so expressive today? The national costume, my God, it took me around
Yeah.
the world. That's so nice, Alinda.
It's
Boy, it
probably.
took me around
I
the world.
think everyone is expressive is because Christina is here.
That's true. Your energy just radiates to
Energy,
everybody,
energy.
right? Oh, another June. Antiola says, I was grinning ear to ear when Nat Coast, the national costumes were presented in their native background, diba? Right. I think, Christina, are we correct? You were asked to specifically highlight like a tourist attraction or a landmark in your country, right?
Yes, yes, that's right. Yes.
Oh, that's true, correct. And another from Lil Penny, I love the evening gown competition as usual, but I wish the music was a little more exciting. I
Okay.
see.
I agree
Actually,
with
I love the background music of Iskandar. I don't know. Maybe
Iskandar, yeah.
how yeah.
I mean
How
I kind
about
of
you, Mark?
oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
Can I say
Yes,
first?
sorry.
you were
Yes,
saying
yes.
something,
Christina.
Christina.
For me, I kind of
Christina, go ahead.
agree with that some way because I think the reason why some of the videos, if you look at it, some of the clips of the finalists kind of match the video, but some doesn't. But I think
Mm,
this goes down to the whole thing that because we actually film it on our own without knowing what's the music gonna be like. So we all only can
true.
Uh-huh.
imagine or walk to the music that we felt like walking to. So
Agree.
yeah, so some of them kind of like it looks a bit weird. Like they look like they're very cheerful, but the music suddenly
Mm-hmm.
goes very graceful and like a bit
Mm-hmm.
like gentle. But then some people will
True.
go like, yes, yes, my gown, but, their whole not matching a bit. Yeah, but that's something that I hope that maybe they can like preempt sometimes.
Agree.
Yeah, this is how it's gonna be like.
Agree.
So you guys film some that style. At least it looks even nicer. But yeah, that's what I
You
feel.
know, you know what? That's a very valid feedback coming from Christina. Yeah, I think that's something that could be improved. So at least the music
Mm.
will match the performance of the girls. So if
Yeah.
Carousel, if you're listening in the future,
Yeah,
please give us the
coming
actual
coming from a
music.
dancer herself, a choreographer
Yes,
herself, it's a very very valid professional opinion. Yeah,
it
no, right?
is.
Sending them already a music for them to follow so that they can match the. Yeah, that's so nice. That is actually amazing. I like that. Yeah, and also um this is another one. Another favorite of this show was Patricia Zavala's premiere of her new song.
Mm.
Actually, I was kick ass, right? And
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
another I love the whole show, but my favorite part was announcing of the winners. And of course,
Winners.
Noy is also saying the new version of the theme song was kick ass. It was a welcome change for the 20th anniversary edition. All right, right. And Sherry Leal says Miss Earth organization is really innovative. And to add to that, the candidates were given the chance to show their creativity. Congratulations. And we agree with that. Thank you very much. Now, from the show, let's go to another aspect of Miss Earth 2020. From the show, let's go to another. I really love looking at this because, Christina's so beautiful in this poster. Let's
Yes.
go to the next one. Let's go to the top. And you are part of this,
Yes. Good
Christina.
thing you're part of it.
Yes. Yeah, let's go to the top. So Mark and I will first talk about this, and then we're going to ask you, of course, again from the perspective of being actually in the top 20 and also making history for Singapore. But Mark, let me ask you first. So, what do you think about our top 20? And also,
That's a
Earthlings, chime in.
that's a beautiful set of top 20. And I just like to brag here a bit. Miss Earth Crown predicted 16 out of the 20.
That's true. That's true. That's
We were
true.
right. 16 out of the 20. And again, it's a beautiful set of top 20. And majority of the girls, even the ones who we did not predict to be there, they're actually under
Mm-hmm.
our list. It's just that we cannot add them anymore because we only had to trim it down to 20. So beautiful set of top 20. Um, if probably there were girls that I wished who were supposedly there. There are a lot of contenders in the Latin American region or the Americas. I wish Argentina or Chile would have been there. But again, I'm very satisfied with the top 20.
Yeah, me too. Very, very satisfied with the top 20. There were, if you Earthlies didn't know, there were a lot of like discussion, debate, arguments going on during the team meetings for the top 20. We don't just pick, we don't just pick. We have our own system of scoring, we have our own system of evaluating
Yes.
because we want to be able to give you who we think actually deserve to be there. And I think the effort paid off because we predicted most of them. So that's really nice. How about you, Queen Christina? What do you think? Of course, what do you think? What did you feel being in the top 20, and what do you think about the elite top 20 of Miss Earth 2020?
I was definitely feeling really happy, very honored to be on this top 20. But if you're asking me, I was expected to see a few other girls, like how you say,
Mm-hmm.
like Argentina was one of them. I thought I would see her in there. I was expecting Brittany from Australia. I I was so shocked because I've seen her. She's so well spoken. She's really very
True.
strong with what she's advocating. She's so passionate. I really thought that to me she's one of the front runners for the pageant, and I was so
Mm-hmm.
shocked because I also I can't speak anymore. But yes, because I felt like there's so many deserving girls actually, but to actually make it into the 20, that top 20 was
Yeah.
really it's hard. It's difficult because everyone is doing so well this year. The fact that they're in their own home, they managed to use so much of their resources. That because they're at home, so it was amazing to even make it into the top 20. I was so shocked because, like me myself, not because of who made it or not, but just me being inside the top 20 among so many beautiful girls, so many amazing ladies, and I was blessed. I would say, what have I done in my past life to have made it this far? Like, I was so happy. I was so honored. I would say that this achievement was definitely made possible with so many people's help. It's definitely not just me, for sure. All the people that have helped me throughout the filming, all the beautiful comments that I've received from everyone through all the posts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so so much. I'm gonna give you a big virtual hug right now. Like, wow.
you know, you
Probably,
know what we
yes.
always
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry,
what we
Emma, you were
always
saying
love about
something?
Christina, what we love about Christina is that like she's just so appreciative of the whole journey, you know? It's like what one of our fans said, like acted like a winner because she gave it her all, but also just appreciated the whole journey. And that is another thing that's so beautiful about our Queen Christina. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mark.
Probably a question for Christina. So since you were part of the top 20, did you have an idea, or rather, what maybe you could walk us through the process? What were some of the instructions that were given to you prior to the actual pageant? Because it seemed as if there were videos that were already prepared prior to you coming in and competing. So what happened behind the scenes?
To be honest, all of us, we didn't know that we're gonna be in top 20. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the 20 girls, we weren't aware we were in the top 20. Like for me, who made it as only to top 20, I wasn't aware that I was gonna be in top 20,
Uh-huh.
and we didn't receive any instructions about the finals until the day before.
Uh-huh.
The instruction was just, oh, we don't have to be live, and that's about it.
Okay.
I have no
Okay.
idea any. We're not aware of any preparation, any leaks, any results or whatnot.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely as it's almost the same as in a real pageant. Like we really weren't aware. Just that
Uh-huh.
maybe
Uh-huh.
on the day before we kind of know that we didn't move on as far because we're told not to be live. So that's kind of like, oh, okay, know that. But then after a while, I mean, this is a bit a secret, but like, we did kind of like start sussing out. We kind of like trying to figure things out because all of us were really very worried the week before the finals because we
Mhm.
weren't aware of what do we have to be live? Do we need to be in Zoom again? Like, what's the whole procedure? And then we keep asking
Uh-huh.
the ME staffs and whatnot, and then we don't really get an answer as well. So amongst us ourselves, like amongst the girls, we did like start thinking like, so probably the top four, like they probably know that, or they have extra Q&A to do as compared to the other girls, because for the hashtag round we had the opportunity to do the hashtag round, all
Uh-huh.
84 of us, but then for the
Mhm.
final Q&A we weren't in it. So we kind of like start figuring things out, like, oh, probably the top eight has been pre-informed and whatnot nearer
Mhm.
towards the pageant final.
Mhm.
So that's what I kind of figured out. But other than that, regarding the top 20 results, we weren't aware of that. Yes.
There you go. So
Ooh.
Earthlings, that clarifies it. Okay, so that
Yeah.
clarifies your question. I know that
The
you wanted to
team.
ask that.
Yeah,
So
we
so
actually asked that from our queens last Thursday, but they were like, "I we're not sure if we can say it, but I think it's okay to say it because there was no very specific detail revealed, right?
Mm.
So maybe that was deliberate because you had to watch and know during the actual live pageant. And also, sorry guys, I had to switch to another camera because my setup was messing up the signal. So I'm back. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. That was a nice insider information, Mark,
yes,
right?
I love that.
Thank you so much. And there you go. Oh, Noy is our still co-hosting virtually from home. Top 20. This is a nice point. Wishing Argentina, Chile were there. Also wish it were a top 10 rather than a top 8. And I love to see
Yeah.
more of our African Eco Angels. Me too. Actually, that's one thing we'd love to see more on Miss Earth, our African Eco Angels, and
Mm.
Nigeria go higher. So thank you very much for that
So
comment.
sorry to interrupt. I was really expecting our African queens to go like higher.
Yeah.
I mean, not being biased that she's my sister, but I really expected Lungo to go further because I've seen her during the Q&A section of the prejudging, and I was blown away. When I was watching,
True.
I was on my way home. Then when she appeared for a Q&A for prejudging, at that moment I was like, I'm done. That's it. That's it. I can tap out because she's
True.
amazing, and I really thought that she would go further. But I really hope that it was a top 10 as well. I
Yeah.
was expecting a top 10 because after watching the previous years of pageant, I kind of like, oh, there's 84 of us. Probably like I think it's a top 10. I feel so. I didn't expect a top 8. So I was like, oh, okay.
That is
So
true.
Yeah,
Same
same
here.
here. I thought the top eight was too abrupt as well. So okay,
From
from imagine
20
from
to 8,
20 to
right?
8. So okay, that was a large cut.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah. Thank you very much. And Rosemary Fernando seems to agree with Noy na probably the top 10 placing was better. Would have been better. So thank you very much for that, Rosemary. And thank you very much for that insight. We agree with you. We would have wanted to see some of our queens go higher in their placement. Thank you so much for that. Now, before we proceed to our info, I really love seeing this poster. How about the final four? What can you say about our final four? Queen Christina.
I felt all of them really deserve what I really expected Roxy, Steffi, and Lindsay to be inside, but definitely Miss Denmark. Didn't
Mhm.
really expect that. I think most of us. I've watched the previous roundup that you had with Amara, and then you call her the 5K breaker thing. Yep, I definitely
Yeah.
agree. I agree with that. I totally did expect that. And if I'm just a casual commenter, I probably would like Denmark wasn't in my choice. So I was like
Mhm.
surprised. I was like, oh my, like, but she's definitely very not. She definitely showed that she has the potential. She has what it takes to be one of the top four, which is good for her. I'm really happy because I watched her past interview even during the what's that the meet the press event, the one
Yes.
that
Yes.
yeah. And I was in the same group as her, and I was so impressed by the amount of knowledge that she has with regards to the environmental issues. So I was like, she definitely deserves it.
Thank you. There you go. How about you, Earthlings? What did you think
Yes, what do
about
you think
that?
of the top four? Please write it down. Let me share
Yes.
my thoughts. I think the top four is a beautiful set of top four. I was
Right. That's
expecting
true.
USA, Philippines, and Venezuela to be there. Same reaction as Christina. Denmark was a pleasant surprise. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
Just something. This is something a backstory from my team. We Denmark wasn't in our radar at all. Okay. And when we came up with the final four, honestly, she wasn't there as well. But here's the thing. We got a chance to interview her, I think a few days prior to the finals.
You, I think it was 3 days, 2 days
3 days
before
prior
the
to the
final.
and when we interviewed her, we said, "Oh my
My
god.
God.
Oh my god." And we're like,
Like,
I think
oh
I
my
think she
God.
will get
Boy,
in.
did
The
we
thing is,
miss her. Like
yeah,
that.
I think we'll miss. I think she's not part of our top, but she should be there. So we
Yeah,
didn't notice her,
regret.
but when we interviewed her, boom, we okay. She has a very big chance. So a very
Yeah.
pleasant surprise still.
Yeah. There's actually one Instagrammer who's also a pageant vlogger. His name is Benjong. Funny name, Benjong Butones. And he said, Denmark is a proof that until a crown is in your head, Miss Earth is everybody's ball game.
Mm.
Agree,
Right?
agree,
That Denmark was able to prove that. And also another
and she deserves it.
another I agree. Oh, Charlie says, OMG, Queen Christina is here. We love her. There you go.
Love
Hello,
you too.
Charlie. Yes. Another case in point. A nice question here. Do you think from Noy, do you think it hurt that the swimsuit segment was in video and that didn't allow more room for other delegates to do their pasarela?
Let us ask Christina there. So what
Yeah.
do you think?
I think it was personally I didn't felt it's something that was really affected that
Mm-hmm.
the video is that being done in video because at the end of the day because now that it's video it really comes down to video editing the quality of the video. So I felt like what actually hurt more or in some sense more important when it comes to the swimsuit now in the virtual format is the whole video presentation more
Yeah.
than the pasabella right now because now
Mm,
that it's virtual, it's weird to say this, but everything can be cheated in some way or somehow because it's a video. You
yeah.
can
Yeah.
kind of hide some of your flaws, as compared to a
True.
physical pageant. So
True.
it definitely worked in some ways, but of course, to those people who are very into the pasabella, definitely is something that we may not be able to see as much because the whole cut between close up or mid body or full body. There's so many cutting now, but then it also makes it work because it makes the whole segment more exciting. We can actually see them more close up, to see how they
True.
look in the clothing. So it works. There's pros and cons, I would say, to this whole idea of virtual pageant.
That's such a
I
valid
agree.
point. Yeah, I
Valid
agree.
point.
I agree. So there
I
you go,
also
Lee.
noticed that during the swimsuit competition, there were girls who were just posing. They
Mm.
were just posing and showing
Mm,
their their bodies at a certain angle, but there were girls who were doing their pasarela or walk.
True.
So again, I agree with Christina. There are pros and cons there. So, but it allows the girls to be as creative as possible and show the best version of themselves in the pageant.
True. Thank you. Another comment right here. I was expecting Myanmar to be in the top four. Surprise for Denmark. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Cheryl Leal also says, I agree. Miss Denmark was a surprise, but a pleasant surprise, right? And when I rewatched the show, I have to say she really did well. Beautiful and intelligent and very cute. There you go. And Lil Penny says, Denmark's inclusion in the top four is a reason why people love to watch pageants because they're full of
Agree.
surprises, right? Yeah. And Starla, yeah, Starla is consistent with the USA to be Miss Earth since she started her journey. I saw something on her in her that I consistently chosen her as my topic. Starla is one of the Earthlings and fans who followed Miss Earth so much so that whenever she releases her own hot picks with scores tabulated by herself, and whenever we ask her, Starla, can you share to us your formula? She's always like, it's a secret. That was so much fun. Thank you very much.
She
There
has
you go.
her scores and she even has her own medal tallies.
Right, right. Oh, this is an interesting JB. I love JB's. It's JB's Animal Toys. Wow. I hope next year the top 20 will consist four winners of Eco Videos of Africa, Asia, America, and and then the 5th to 20th will come from the top 16 as scored by their. I think that's what happened.
I think that's what happened.
No,
JB.
not by continent. I think by the scores, by ranking.
Okay.
Overall in their preliminaries. I think during the previous editions, Miss Earth did that, right? But they
Previous
switched,
editions.
yeah, they switched to the continental so that there's a proportionate amount of
Correct.
angels from each
Correct.
continent to be included in the top 20. And I think that is fair. I think that is fair. I think that is all right. Yes. Ah, Lil Penny is also asking you, Mark, since you have the ear of Carousel Productions, do you think that Miss Earth will now do talent videos moving forward so that every candidate has a chance to showcase their talent in their own ways? I agree with that because
I agree with that.
especially with our eco angels like Christina, the world deserves to see what they can give.
Exactly.
What do you think about that,
Exactly.
Mark?
And I think that the presentation of the talent competition and video online is a very creative way of really showcasing the unique talents of the girls.
Right.
Imagine you saw Christina doing her stuff. She was dancing and showing her creativity. You see girls who are showing their gymnastics ability. So I think
True.
that's something that we could see as well in the future. And yes, we could suggest that to Carousel.
True. Yeah, like we can do that. I'm sure they will be listening to us. So thank you very much for those. Thank you very much for that opinion. Now, tonight though, as after thank you very much. That was such a nice discussion, don't you agree? So thank you very much for being here with us, for discussing with us, for chatting with us. But now, our lovely, lovely Miss Earth Singapore and Miss Earth 2020 finalist Christina Chai is here. So we would also like to focus on her because we'd love to know her better. We've gotten to know her better actually during the past months, but for you Earthlings, we'd love to share more of Christina with you. Okay, so now Christina, we're going to play a quick game of fast talk. Actually,
Okay.
not really fast talk because you can explain your answer. We're
Okay.
going to flash on the screen two choices, and we'd like you to choose which one you prefer and tell us the reason why. Okay,
Okay.
Earthlings. Also, maybe you can also play this little game at home by yourself or with your friends. Okay, so Christina, here's your fast talk round.
I'm
Christina,
ready.
We'll give
yeah,
you two options. Just choose one.
yes. So now our in focus segment focuses on our dear Christina Chai. Christina, beach or mountain?
Beach.
Beach, definitely.
Yes.
And yeah, why would you choose the beach?
Okay, generally I've definitely been to both, but I enjoy the whole idea of laying down and just basking in the sun, with a
True.
maybe some cocktail, some champagne, it really
Oh
had,
my God.
it's
Mm.
just it's so relaxing and I enjoy that. There were a few times where I stay at the beach all the way to 12 and 1 because I just don't feel like going home. It felt like the moment I leave the beach, I'm back to reality, I'll work the next day. It just feels so good to be especially in a beach club sometimes,
True.
everybody just with the music.
Yeah, I agree.
Scream.
And
Yeah.
this dancing and everything, right?
Yes. So
Thank you
good. I love
so
it.
good. Thank you. We all miss the beach. And also we saw that during the past months part of your advocacy was beach cleanups, you know? And so
Yes.
yeah, that's probably one of the reasons too. Next, cats or dogs?
Dogs. I love dogs. I'm a dog person. That's for sure. I would say I'm not into cats. I love cats. I still have cats on my social media page that comes on, and I was like, oh, so cute. But I'm just so afraid of the claws like that
Oh.
they have. That's why I'm not so fond of cats, and I don't know. They feel like they're such sensitive creatures. I feel like I can't seem to predict their their state, their emotions. Hence, like I enjoy dog more because they just seem to be always happy and like welcoming. You're back, yay! Woof, woof, woof. I just love that. It's just so cute. Like that's why I love dogs more. So dogs for me.
Yes, there you go. Thank you very much for that. Yes, and next one, since Walter is there, what is your choice? A fancy date or a movie night at home?
Movie night at home because
Oh.
yeah, it saves a lot of money.
Look at that
Oh
approving
my
hand
God,
from
Walter
Walter.
agrees.
Oh, seems to agree. Saves
I
a
think
lot of that.
it's
You
it's so
guys are
it's so
so cute.
it's so much more it makes so much more sense. You get to enjoy, let go. You can be in your PJs, no one's gonna care. If I go to a fancy date, I probably like, oh, I need to bring out my heels, then I end up having blister. I was like, time to take a taxi home. That's another money. Gotta
That's
save my
true.
cash.
That's true. And Walter's like,
And we also got a seal of approval from Walter. So yeah.
that's
So
true. Starla also agrees she loves dogs. Speaking of the previous choices, yes, she loves dogs too. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Walter, for that special appearance. Next one, ice cream or cake?
Ooh, this is hard, but ice cream. But it's so hard. I have a sweet tooth. I love every dessert possible, but ice cream. No explanation, just
Yeah,
ice
yeah,
cream.
ice
Yes.
cream. Yeah. And this one will be our last one, but I think this is a hard choice. Let's see. Dance or a crown?
Dance, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't not saying that I don't need the crown, but I feel I don't have to have this title to empower people or to inspire people. You know, I don't need this extra title to make it that, oh, I'm the best. Not saying I'm the best. I'm definitely not the best dancer. There's always more people better than me. But I don't need this extra platform to finally begin inspiring people. Being who I am is already a privilege. Having people following me, seeing what I've been doing is already a way for me to touch people, to inspire people. I don't really need that crown. That's why.
Yes, definitely. You have been inspiring people for a long time, and now you are reaching to more people and inspiring them through through dance. And so
agree.
I follow Christina on Instagram, on TikTok also. I love seeing her performances. So thank
I
you for
don't really post that much though,
I know, but
compared to
it's
you.
okay. Unlike me, I haven't been since this Miss Earth started. I haven't
Yes,
been
yeah, I
posting
noticed
on
that. I noticed. But before that, do you guys see all the weird TikToks that he had put with his tummy
Oh
bulging out?
my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You've scrolled that far, huh? Oh, maybe I should change the topic now. Thank you very much for answering those questions, Christina, and thank you
No
for that.
And
problem.
speaking of the crown and your journey to the crown, maybe you could give us a bit of a background when you were watching the competition, and then you suddenly heard your name, your country being announced. How was it? Walk us through the process. What happened there? Who were you with? What were you feeling?
Okay. Okay. So I actually invited three of my close friends to watch the pageant. They actually, three of them actually helped me so much throughout the pageant. All the
Mhm.
filmings, they were there to, to help me with the changing, they make sure that I'm in check. So I invited them along. Then I was at Walter's place. Then we watched the pageant. So at first, I kind of like didn't really expect anything. So I was in my PJs, just woken up. It was 10 a.m. So, my hair was still my bed hair, no makeup. We're all just like laying down on the sofa. But then when my name was being called, oh my God, I shouted like I didn't even care if people are still asleep on a Sunday morning. But like all of us just stood up and shout, and like I was crying. I was like, it's my name, my country that I see myself walking. I was like, wow, I'm so happy. It's crazy. I never expect myself to be like to be a to be Miss of Singapore, to have this opportunity to compete and represent my country. So I was like, wow, this 2 months is worth it. It's worth it. I've endured, 2 long months, and it felt so good. I was so happy. Yes.
And we were
Amazing.
so happy with you, for you. As mentioned, I shared it to you when Nonoy and I heard your name. We were shouting, and we're so happy, right? So, and
And
how
she
does it feel? How does it feel? Because you are officially a drought breaker. How
Mhm.
does it feel for you? You're a drought breaker, and just
I
like to
know.
share that Singapore's last placement was 11 years ago. Singapore placed 2009, courtesy of Valerie Lim in the top 16. After 11 years, here comes Christina Cai. How does that feel?
It's crazy. I'm like, wow. Because it's a big pageant, right? So there's 84 people. And then like in my head it's like, oh, what have I done? What made me like what stood out that I managed to get into top 20 is like, wow, it's amazing. And of course there's so many deserving girls, but like at that point when I was like I heard the name, I was like, because they only choose a few from each continent. Then I was like, oh my God, oh my God, it's me. And especially when I shared this to you guys, but I probably haven't shared it to them. But like about the whole clean and green country thing going on, I was like, when Japan was being announced, I was like, wait, clean and green. I thought, oh, oh, maybe I don't have that chance anymore because clean and green is being used. Then, but when they reached the fourth announcement, and they say another clean and green nation. Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, it's me, it's me. Okay, I'm going out of hand right now. I'm going wild, but like yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, at the moment, like I was like when I thought I didn't have that chance anymore. So I really like given up. Okay, probably not in 30. I legit just relaxed. I told my friend, that's okay. I think we just watch the show. Another cleaner. Oh, me. I was going crazy. So happy. I'm so happy. Until now, I'm so happy. Even like like in school, my friends were like, hey, top 20 girl. Hey.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're so proud of
Nothing.
you. We are so proud of you because we saw your growth. When we first
Yeah.
interviewed you, we already noticed something really different. I've been telling that, and I've been telling that to Emma, and I've been telling to know, you know what, Christina has something different. I feel like she will place. And then,
Yeah.
and then when the pageant progressed, oh yeah, she will place. And then it's consistent. When we did our final hot picks, Singapore should be there because you performed and you did really well. You made history for your country. So you should be proud of that.
That's
Just
true.
want to say, even if our just throughout the pageant before the finals, when people start like choosing their picks and whatnot, or even just per activity, per event, just seeing like Singapore being part of the picks, I have to say that I feel so happy when I see that, because I totally didn't expect anything at all. And to see myself like throughout the pageant, starting to be on people's pics or like anything, I felt like, wow, I feel so blessed and thankful that people actually like the stuff that I've brought up, the performance that I've done, the Q&As and whatnot. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. I was so happy. And I just want to say this, I need to share this because it's on the verge of coming out. Just want to say a little behind the scenes, some funny things
Okay,
that happened.
Uh-huh.
we
So
love that.
because it's a virtual pageant, right? So,
Uh-huh.
sometimes you can't see what goes below the bottom half of my body. So
Uh-huh.
during the national costume round, when I reached the place that I was doing live, I realized the bottom half of my national costume is not with me.
What? What? The bo- How can you forget the bottom half of the costume?
I totally forgot that I stored it separately. So it was in that, that clothing bag, the wardrobe bag
Yeah,
thing.
right,
And I
right.
thought the top and the bottom was in the same bag. So I just brought it to the place I was doing the live. And when I reached, I opened my luggage, whoa, getting prepared. And then, I see, wait, this doesn't seem right. I was like, "No." It's so hilarious. So I end up wearing my own shorts, but no one can see. Still confident.
No, actually, we would have never known had you not told us. So that was a good save on forgetting the costume.
Thank God it's the top. I have to say, thank God it's the top. If it was the
That's true.
bottom, I don't know what to do. But just come
That
on with. I have no idea what I will come on with.
that would have been interesting. That would have been interesting. But thank you for telling us that one. It was we're having too much. We're having so much fun here, guys. And actually, Chardy is saying Christina's so jolly. We need more of Christina in Miss Earth. We agree. Thank you
Thank
so much for that
you.
comment, Chardy. Um, somebody's asking. This is in Tagalog, so we're just gonna translate it. Si
Okay,
Christina
thank you.
parang barkada lang ang kausap. Saying Christina is talking to Christina is like talking to a peer or a friend. Like so
So
relatable.
relatable.
Yay!
And
Thank.
we agree. We
I'm
so agree.
everyone's friend. You guys can just be my friend. Come to Singapore.
Oh,
I'll welcome you
well,
all.
we are so excited. We are definitely going to do that once all
Yes, we
of this
will.
is
We'll visit
once,
Singapore.
that's true. Once all of this is over. Thank you very much. And speaking of over, our show is almost over, but not quite. Not yet. Because we've already asked Christina so many questions during the entire show. And because this is more of a free flowing show, so we were asking them whenever you asked, we asked. So if you still have more questions for Christina or more comments for Christina, just please comment them, key them in the comment section below.
Yes, and
Okay.
while we're waiting for the comments of the fans, I'd just like to share just a trivia since Christina made history and placed after 11 years. There were also a lot of drought breakers in Miss Earth, a lot
Yeah,
of them.
a
First
lot.
example is Miss Denmark. Denmark placed after 19 years. Another country that placed is Kenya. Are you aware that Kenya, they last placed in 2002? That was exactly 18 years ago. And now they
Wow.
placed. Next would be
Mhm.
Panama, and courtesy of Anayansi, they placed after 14 years. The last time they placed, I think,
Mhm.
was in 2006. Another one was Germany. They
Mhm.
made, courtesy of Annabella Fleck, right now, they're in the top 20. They last placed 8 years ago. Okay, I think it was 2012. And of course, Costa Rica, courtesy of Kelly Avila, they also placed 8 years ago. In 2012, courtesy of Fabiana Granados, but now they placed through Kelly Avila. And of course, our drought breaker, Christina, after a lot of years, after 11
That is so true.
years. So
Thank you
there.
so much. There you go. Thank you very much for that. Now, I will be the one to ask you this question. So, after all the experience for Miss Earth 2020, what have you learned about yourself and as a person?
I definitely learned how to present myself better because I felt like I probably said that even in my previous pageant experiences when people ask me what have I learned. But during this, because it's virtual, so you really have to break that wall that this whole screen thing is going on, how to even reach people, because even for me, when I attend a Zoom class, I drift off because it's just a screen. No one's
Yeah.
gonna really see you. So that was something that I've learned how to actually do better. And
Mhm.
more importantly, something that Walter has been trying to make me do better was to speak, especially during because every portion has a little speech that we have to give. So
True.
I actually run through all my little speech through Walter. Like, is it good
Oh,
enough? Yeah,
that's
he's so
so
cute, so nice. Thank you.
You're
Why don't we
welcome.
show Walter?
Yeah, that's something I felt like. Hopefully, next time after experiencing this, I can actually do on my own, and like confident enough to, like, I don't need to go through him. I don't need Walter, so I can do it myself. Christina Cai, let's go.
Independent. Woo! Oh, with the flag. Amazing.
But
I
yes, that's
love
something
it.
that I definitely have taken note through the pageant, that
Mhm.
it's not about just walking, it's not about just being beautiful or like how we pose, but really comes down to like how we speak to people, how we connect through, and like through Zoom, especially now that I feel like this gonna be a new normal even
True.
after 2020. How do we present ourselves better now that I don't get to see anyone? It's just through a 2D screen. So yes, that's what I've learned.
Thank you very much. That was such a nice learning. Yes, thank you. Actually, yeah, because a lot of people have this is a test on presenting yourself virtually. If you guys like from the Earth Talks down to the finals, it was like a test of presenting yourself virtually. Another learning experience. This is an interesting question, Christina. Excluding the current top four in yourself, if you were to choose an alternative top four,
Okay.
who would they be?
So I can't choose, even if my original top four has one of the top four now. I can't choose
Oh
that.
yes, oh yeah, I
Ah,
think so.
okay. Oh, damn. South Africa, that's for
Mhm,
sure. She's one of mine. Australia.
mhm.
Okay, now two more. Myanmar. Oh my god, I was rooting for her so
Yeah,
much.
same
No.
here.
Okay, just one more. I can do this. Okay, I would say
Yeah.
USBI. I was
USBI.
I was really impressed with the way she, like, since the Earth Talk, I like, because I was the second one to go for the Earth Talk, but yet the
Mhm,
first for Asia.
mhm.
So I definitely will watch, just to preempt myself what's gonna happen. And I watched the thing. I was so impressed. I love her voice, the way she's so knowledgeable, and the way she answers is short and sweet, but yet to the point. It's
Mhm.
just amazing. I love, like, I just love her. Like, she's just so good. I'm so impressed. And those are, I would say, the four other people that I was like rooting for, regardless it was top four or top eight, top 20, regardless. I was hoping that these four, one of them, definitely Myanmar has really went on to top eight, but like the others, I was hoping, oh, and South Africa, but I was hoping, like, as I've mentioned to you guys, Brittany and Isabella, I was hoping that they would be in the top 20 as well. But
True.
Mhm.
yes, but they still did very well. I'm so happy that Brittany got the Eco Angel Award. I was so happy. I was like, yes, good, good. At
She
least, like,
deserved it.
yeah, she
Yeah,
deserved
that's
it. I really
true.
felt like
She
it was
deserved it.
she deserved the award, and it was really nice that they recognized her activities, her passion, and her advocacy. It was so good that even though she didn't get into the top 20, I was so genuinely happy. I texted her. I was like, yes. I'm so happy to feel you. I was like, yes, because I have a group chat with them. Our Eco
Uh-huh.
Angel group chat. So
Uh-huh.
I was
I'm
immediately
sure.
like, yes. I felt like even more excited for that than the top,
True.
like the results. Because to know, oops, because I didn't know there's gonna be an Eco Angel Award. So when
Mhm.
they announced it, I was like, wow, yay! I have to text her immediately. I have to congratulate her. I was so happy about it.
True. It was
Love
like it
you,
was,
babe.
it was like having a crown by her of her own, right? Being
Yeah.
awarded the Eco Angel Award. That's so nice. And Lara Teresa is saying all your choices were great speakers.
They are.
Because, yeah, because Miss Earth has to be a good spokesperson too. So that was really really nice. Thank you very much. Now, if the Mother Earth okay. Ah, this one. Before, actually, I wanted to ask a final question before we go to the next one. But before we go to that final question, if the mother, let's go to Charlie first. If the Mother Earth would give you a power to save the Earth, what would be and why? Like a
Mm,
power.
I wouldn't say this is whether it's a power. I was what power is this called? I don't know the name, the term of how people would say this, but I want to be able to change people's influence people's mind. You know, there's this
Mm.
kind of power that
Mm, that's a power, yeah.
Yeah, that's
psychic
a power.
like to make people and then they would do that because suddenly like it's in their mind. So imagine I
Yeah.
can just make everyone. Oh, Walter just told me Professor X. I have no idea what.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
I'm
true.
in a
That's
loss,
a
but
power.
yes, it seems like yes. But yeah, to be able to change people's minds, and if I can just make them think whatever action, good actions, then the whole world will be doing that. Everyone will be saving the world. I just need to stand there and like, okay, okay,
That is
okay.
true.
Yeah,
Mm.
you don't throw that. Don't throw that. Oh, he threw it. Oh, he didn't. I felt like I don't need to move. I just need to sit there. Like maybe I feel like how in Marvel they had the whole system where they can kind of pick out who will be potential in destroying the world, that kind of thing.
Uh,
And maybe I can just like figure things out from there. I just need to be on the upper level, and I just look down at everyone, and it's like, oh, then suddenly everyone is doing good for the earth. How great is
Imagine. Yeah, I agree with that. I love that superpower.
Thank you very much. Yeah, such a nice superpower. And also, there's actually some people are asking one question for now. But Mark, you decide. Do we ask this? There's actually a very hot button topic question that our Earthlings are asking,
What is it?
and it's about being able to, since we're talking about the top 20, and some of our eco angel queens were not able to make it further down the line, even despite their efforts, and there were some queens who people were rooting for to make it
Mm-hmm.
all the way to the top four, but they were not able to make it because of certain because the judges were not able to put them forward. what
Mm-hmm.
can you what can you say about this matter, when, like, oh, how do you reconcile the fact that there are some people who obviously put out so much effort but then did not make it further down the line to the top 8 to the top 4? Maybe that's the way I'm putting it. I don't want to name names and everything. Yeah,
I know. I of course know. I keep up with what's happening. But
Mhm.
I mean, how do I say this? Everyone in some way, even like for me, to be very honest, of course you expect yourself to go as far as you can, regardless of the amount
Mhm.
of effort you put in, because you yourself are being put in this competition. It's a
Uh-huh.
competition at the end of the day.
It
You
is.
either you win or you lose, either you're happy or you're not, Even like let's say if I didn't get into top 20, of course I'm still happy, but there's still that little bit lingering behind. We all know,
True,
you still
true.
have this a bit like this salty feeling, like, oh, I could have been in top 20, But I mean, I feel certain things are unnecessary, and certain things are necessary to be put up to tell people, and certain things are meant to just keep within ourselves or like the people that you trust. That's what I feel, because especially in a day where like now technology and being on social media is it's so easy to things are so easily spread around, and
Right.
just by one single rumor or what, you can just destroy your whole name or career. I
True.
have no, so many things can happen to it. Like we have seen cases of like influencers, all this cancel culture and whatnot. So I think for me, I'm definitely happy with my results, and I just hope that everyone can be happy with the result. Because at the end of the day, we have no idea what the judges are looking for. You know,
True.
every competition, regardless, even in dance, there are times where I feel like my team definitely done better. Why am I like not in? Why didn't I win first or whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
But it all depends with the people. It's also subjective. You can never be we can never pinpoint that I am the winner means I have to be the winner, because
Mm-hmm.
technically we're all doing so well. We're all very proud. We're all queens in our own
Agree.
country. We're all first place. We don't have to go so far. We're just so happy. Yeah, that's
That is
that's
true. That's an amazing, amazing nugget of wisdom coming from you. You are already all queens, all first place in your own country,
I
and
agree.
that is right. That is why, and it's so true that you say we can never really pinpoint um, what it takes to be a winner for every particular year because the judges are different every single year,
yes.
and
I agree.
and they're always going to look for something different,
Mm,
something
Yep.
specific, and it's it's
And I
it's a matter it's also a matter of it's not just preparedness, it's also a matter of luck, I think.
yes, agree. And also on top of that, we don't need this title to even do the projects in
Mhm.
some ways. If you're really talking about efforts, then the title doesn't matter anymore because you're still doing your part. This
yes.
title is just a recognition, an extra, a plus point, maybe for you to be able to spread that project further across the world. But yet, it doesn't stop you from doing anything in your own country or even going across the world. You could just join any organization. I'm sure everyone are happy to help, to do their part. So I felt like it doesn't really matter if
Mhm. Mhm.
whether you progress to top 8 or top 4 because we're
Right.
all just doing our part. We're all just loving the earth, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Yeah.
Correct.
That's
And being in the top 20 out of the 84 delegates is already a recognition, right? It's not
Yes,
true.
easy. It's not
look at how
easy.
happy I am. I'm so happy.
Yeah, we love that you're happy. We're so happy that you are so happy. And our virtual host from home, Noy, is saying you are just the perfect special guest for this post pageant roundup because you're such a great balance of fun and wisdom in your statement. So love you, Christina. We love
We
Christina,
love
right?
you
So
We
too.
love Christina.
there you go, guys. There you go. She answered that question very, very well. And speaking of, and since Nonay was talking about fun and a great balance of wisdom, it's now time to go to another fun round. Another fun round. We have been keeping this from you. Congratulations to all who have stayed with us
Tuned
until the very
in.
end because we have a treat for you right now. And we are going to call this segment Christina's Dance Challenge.
Woohoo!
Can you
Woohoo!
tell can you tell us what's going to happen, Christina?
I mean, you guys know, but of course the viewers doesn't know. So I was surprised as well. I received a text from Noy. Hey Christina, I think it's really fun and interesting for you if you can do a dance to the Miss Earth song. I was like, sure thing. So here it is. That's what's gonna happen. So this is how this challenge came about. Yes.
Yes, and somebody's also excited, but we can't see her comment. Andy Chai is so excited right now. Thank you very much. Oh, here we go.
So do I show now?
Yes, of course.
Yes, if you're
Let me
Of
move
course,
ready.
of
some
course.
things around just to check. Oh, I probably need to. Yeah, I need to push back a bit. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
love you did this the first time we interviewed you. Like, you pushed the table and the camera. And now we're
Yes,
doing it
I remember.
again.
Is this how I end? And is this how I start and end my pageant journey with a dance?
I think it it is.
I think this is good
There.
enough. Yeah,
Yes.
yes, it's good enough. Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
We
Yeah. What do you mean?
are.
What do you mean? Are we ready? Are we supposed to do this too? Wow.
I mean, that's what I've been told. That I'm sure because time is. It's getting late, but you guys should learn it too. I'll be waiting to see Miss Earth Crown doing the dance. Okay, give me a few
Yes, no
seconds.
problem. Yeah, and I believe yes, can you do TikTok, Christy? Yes, that's exactly what she's doing right now. And Ralph Sambat is ready. Ralph is ready to learn this. And thank you for the greeting, Ralph. Hello, Mark, Emmanuel, and Christina. Yeah, our Earthlings
Hello,
are
Ralph.
ready for this. And I think for those who want to like really learn this, Christina is going to post this on her TikTok account. So
Yes, I've
after
actually
this
video.
yes,
Yes,
after this
Yep.
episode, then we can all watch and learn. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Whoa, whoa, the lights. Whoa, whoa.
the lights. I was like, ooh, look at the lights.
Okay, wait.
And
Let me just test the audio whether you guys can.
sure,
Oh, why green?
Sure.
not a problem. And
Whether you guys
while
can.
Christina is testing it, Starla Abalayan is saying, "Yes, I can be your friend, Queen Christina. They love
Oh,
you."
Can you hear
Carla.
it?
We hear it. Yes, we
Okay,
hear it.
awesome. I will wait. Let me move to a place. Are you ready?
We are
Okay.
ready.
Okay, 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 okay. It's gonna be like a TikTok style, so probably the dance move ain't that
Sure.
great. It's easy to
Sure.
learn.
Yeah.
Everyone can learn it when you guys have the free
Yeah.
time. So yes,
Yeah.
let's go. Oh my. Okay, okay. Time for TikTok time.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my
I
God.
love
That
it.
is amazing. Thank you very much.
No
Yay.
problem.
We would love to ask you to do that on repeat and on repeat, but of course we have your TikTok video to for that. Yes. But you're still standing right over there. I feel like there's an encore to this one. But look at you looking so lovely. Isn't she lovely, guys? So thank you very much. Yes. Yes. There you go. Let's give Christina Chai a big virtual round of applause. Yes, there you go. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
I hope you guys like it.
We
Yes, we
did.
did. We did. We loved it so much. And
Miss
yes, awesome
Miss
dance. Yes. Ralph saying
Team
awesome dance.
Miss of Organization should find me now for this dance.
No,
Yes.
we are going to make sure that this reaches them. I swear. We're
Yes,
not
we
we're
will.
going to make sure this is such a good dance to promote. I feel like the next thing that's supposed to happen is that all the queens of 2020 will do a virtual TikTok challenge to this song and to this choreography that you made because it's so beautiful.
Thank
It
you.
is.
It'd
Let's
be
see if we can make
great.
that happen, right? Thank you very
Wow.
much. Thank you so much. Yes, and so many people are doing an applause. There you go. What a nice way to end our episode for tonight.
And
Thank you
what a
very much.
nice way to end our pageant, Miss Earth pageant season, courtesy of the Christina's Dance Challenge. Love it.
That's true. Yeah, actually, ladies and gentlemen, that also ends our Miss Earth 2020 season. So Christina is our season finale. Wow.
Yes.
Thank you. What an honor.
And also what an honor to for you to be here. So thank you very much. And to all our earthlings, thank you very much for following us, not following us as we follow the journey of our Miss Earth 2020 candidates. We are so honored that you were able to grow in this journey with us. In just the span of 3 months, we have gained more earthlings. We have gained more people who give us their ideas, their opinions, and appreciation. And of course, we have gained so many friends and
Yes.
great people among our Earth Queens, including our dear Christina. So we are very, very thankful for that. And with that, anything else you want to say, Mark?
I'm just so happy. I think it's a wrap, and I'm very happy and very satisfied with the results. And I think let me just echo what you said. We've made a lot of friends. Okay, I hope that this will be. I hope that the girls that we met and we interviewed will be our friends from all over the world. That's something that we really enjoyed when we cover Miss Earth. So I'm very happy. So thank you, Earthlings. Thank you, Christina, for sharing your talents and your time as well. We love you. So if you need
Yeah.
anything, please feel free to use our platform. We'll
Yeah.
promote anything that you need that needs to be promoted.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And with that, Earthlings, thank you very much for tonight. Please do watch because we're going to take a little break, but when we come back with our original content, we are sure that you're still going to like it. So please continue supporting us. Please follow Miss Earth on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and of course, please follow Christina in all her and social media accounts, and of course, follow Miss Earth also in their social media account. With that, thank you very much, and we would like to say goodbye to everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Oh, sorry.
Yay!
Not yet, because we actually
We're still
have,
live.
we're still live and not yet because we have a surprise for you,
Oh,
Christina.
oh,
We
then
have a surprise.
my
Yes,
yay go.
we actually still have a surprise for
You
you. So
thought we're done, yeah? We're not yet done.
before we finally go, we would like to give you this message. Okay, so please watch.
Hi, this is Cheryl Hansen, the organizer of Miss Earth Singapore and the national director. First of all, I would like to thank Miss Earth Crown for your valued support for years to Miss Earth Singapore organization. It is very much appreciated, and also for the cover of this interview and the talk with Christina. Um, the last one, Miss Singapore got into the top 18 was in 2009, which is Valerie Lim. Well, it took us quite some time to reach the top 20, which is very much well deserved. It was difficult for us to organize a live event for the coronation of Miss Singapore 2020, as we all know, due to pandemic. But Christina was the best choice to represent Singapore, and we were not wrong. Christina, you've done so well, and you will still do very well with your attitude, charisma, the talent that you have, your go-getter mentality made you to the top 20. It is actually your doing. We were the support for you, but it is you who made it to the top 20. And we are very, very proud of you, and I hope you continue to be the way who you are, and you know, uh, reach the higher level of the your dream in life. Okay, and I would like to say a lot more, but I guess this is Christina's time to talk, and we miss you, and we are looking forward to getting together again, getting back to the normal team that we have in Singapore after the pandemic. We will definitely celebrate it big time. You go, girl.
Oh, thank you very much, Ma'am Cheryl, for that wonderful message. What can you say about that, Christina?
Mm. Oh, I mean, I actually
Oh,
met
Oh,
her the day before the pageant, and she it's weird that even though some of the words that she's uh told me, she has actually mentioned to me tons of time throughout the whole pageant, but then to hear it again, it just means so much. I'm so happy because I was Miss Earth Water 2019, and
mhm, mhm.
I've never, oh, I never
Oh,
oh, that sounds so weird.
no, it's not. It's okay. It's
it's
okay.
okay.
To become Miss Earth Singapore again. Glam. I mean, to become Miss of Singapore is it's crazy. Like, you know, I'm not blessed with the height. I'm not, I don't know. Just I'm just so happy. And the fact, it takes a lot for an organization to choose that person, you know, to represent the country, because we didn't have a pageant, we
Mm.
didn't have anything, and we have other queens amongst the elemental court as well, and to choose me, to appoint me, to even to trust me that I will do that job, to represent, to do a good job. I'm just so thankful that she trusted and have faith in me to be Miss Earth Singapore 2020 this year. Like, I look so ugly for that few seconds, but yes, it's okay.
No, you're always pretty, even when crying. And we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Mom Cheryl Hansen for that wonderful, wonderful message. Okay, so that was our surprise for you, Christine.
Surprise!
Surprise! There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You deserve all the blessings that you have. You deserve the placement. You deserve all the admiration, and you deserve all that's coming right to you after this pageant is over. Yeah, and all, and you deserve to be there and be the role model and inspiration for people,
Yes.
especially through the talent that you have.
In other words, Christina, it is really your destiny.
It is your
So just embrace that.
yeah.
Embrace the destiny. It was
Thank you
meant for
so.
you.
So,
And
I
once again,
I want to
yes.
meet you guys right now. We need a hug. We need to like.
Yes, we were gonna have a virtual hug and hopefully a real hug whenever we go to Singapore. And that's a promise. We're definitely going to
We'll
Singapore.
visit Singapore.
Thank you so much. And with other Earthlings too. So in the future, when we're all vaccinated and when we're all safe to go, we're gonna go to Singapore and have a reunion there in Singapore because we have
Yeah,
so many friends in Singapore that we'd love to see too. So thank you
yeah.
very much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you once again. Were you also surprised, Earthlings? Sorry, we had
Sorry.
a little encore going on right here, but for real, for real, for real now, we're going to say goodbye and we're going to see you in our next season. There's actually one great suggestion from one of our Earthlings that in our Christmas episode or Christmas season, we're supposed to wear costumes. And we're going to do that. Okay? Let's see. Thank you very that's going to be interesting. So thank you very much everyone. Once again for real for real. Goodbye.
Bye.